It is Corey Deuel to get us underway. 30 minutes back on that match clock. A race to 6 frames. And we are underway. Stephen White and Simon Webb still with you. It's been a fantastic day so far, Stephen, but we've got plenty more big matches on the way.
Yeah, lots of pool left, and Shane Thompson coming to the table here with an opportunity to strike first. Corey coming dry on the break. Pretty good layout here. And Shane's going to go to work. I'm really excited for this next match between Chris
and Darren.
Yeah. That's going to be a fun one to watch. A lot of people who may be unfamiliar with Shane Thompson, if you didn't catch his match earlier, which you can go back and rewatch, the guy is a really, really good player. It's very, very fun to watch him play. So I'm excited to see this. He played Tony Chohan in the first round and played extremely well. And this is a format that he knows well, and maybe Corey doesn't know it as well. So we'll see how it pans out here as Shane continues to work through this rack.
I think Shane was over the moon with the level he played at earlier on. I think he knows he's got another level to go above that yet. But the fact that it's the first match of the tournament, he's coming across, it's American pool. I think it was very happy with the performance he put together, and he's off to a potentially bright start here. He's in perfect shape to take the opening frame.
Well, and taking out a player like Tony Chohan, that's a big accomplishment for Shane. Tony's one of the best in the United States. He plays a very, very high level pool, so it's definitely something to be proud of for Shane. And here he's just looking to see where he wants to be on this next ball. Just a few balls away. Fairly quick first rack. And the speed of these racks will play a factor if they are close matches, because we do have that 30-second shot clock that goes down to 15 seconds once we hit 10 minutes remaining. Shane Thompson with the very first rack here. Corey's one of those guys that he has a level of playing and you don't always get to see it. Oh, that's not good. That is not good. Big scratch on the break, and that's the one thing that Shane didn't really want to do, is you don't want to give Corey a free shot at the table. And the solids or the stripes, I mean, really you have one problem area, that's the 4 and the 9, and then the 11 and the 3 might be a little testy. Let's see what he decides to do here. Opts to not take his extension and misses the ball.
Yeah, that's a strange one. That's sort of the mistake he was making. Odd errors like that you just don't expect from him. He was doing the same thing this afternoon.
Yeah, and he got away with it in his first match. I don't know if he's going to be able to get away with it against Shane. And with the bridge, Shane takes out that 3 ball. His biggest issue now is just the 4. I'm going to play it nice and neat and try and get that 2-0 lead. First rack was pretty fast, Simon. It seems like we have one set. We either have a very long first rack or it's a break and run out in two minutes.
Well, we started off this afternoon with quite a few on the trot to open up the matches, but then it started to get a little bit more mixy out there. I think that's maybe the sort of the way it sets up with the 7-foot tables. That when you get the good splits and players are high level, they'll make the runouts, but it doesn't take too much for it to become really awkward out there as well. You can get some really tough sort of layouts and clusters and awkward spots.
Yeah, that's the thing with small table 8-ball. It's easy to make the shots. You're not dealing with long pots, but everything can be very jumbled together, which can cause major issues. So, I mean, it's a little give and take. The shots are going to be not as difficult as they would be if it was a 9-foot table or even bigger, but you're still having to deal in a very collected area, and it can get really, really bad if you have multiple balls tied up. Luckily for Shane here, nothing tied up, just needs a good shape on the 8-ball after he makes this 5.
He played a beautiful shot a couple of shots ago just to get good shape on the ball to bottom left.
Oh.
Never in doubt.
I don't know, Simon.
He doesn't think he's on it?
I think he's hooked by the point.
Oh, that's incredible. I mean, I was about to say he's very fortunate to not go in off because it was, well, too close, but if he's hooked by the point, that's incredible.
Yeah, and this is a tough situation for him, and I don't even see an easy way out. He doesn't have a pocket to kick to unless he's going to kick to the bank. In this situation, I might just try and fire and see what happens. Got to be careful elevating though. Don't want that cue ball to jump off the rail. He made a good hit. He made the tie up on Corey's balls a little tougher, but after Corey missed that opening shot, I don't think he's going to let that control this rack. He's going to do everything he can to clear up and tie it up 1-1. 9-15. I'm not sure which one that one is. 15 ball. And the 15 must pass the 8. It must be easy to get to because that's what he's going to shoot at here.
He's just got to control the 9 though.
May even make both of them. Controlled it well. Just a little bit. He can choose to go underneath and out or across. He chose across. And he's got a good shot on the 8-ball. Take your time. Make the ball. Tie it up. And there it is. 1-1. Corey Deuel over Shane Thompson. This is a race to 6. There is right around roughly 22 minutes left. Corey with the second ball break. Looking for movement on the 8-ball. He got it on the cue ball. That's a scratch. In off, as you would say.
Yeah.
And this is ball in hand in the kitchen. He does have the option to shoot backwards, but there's no balls in the kitchen.
No. Just watching the replay again, he's very unfortunate to go in off on that way, but hasn't really. I mean, it's not a break that he was sort of mixing this break with the front ball a few times in his match earlier on today, and didn't have too much success with this break.
Really good shot there, right there by Shane. He played the ball. He was able to break out both of his problem balls. He's still got a little bit of an issue, I think, with this 9 and 10. If he plays either one, he's got to make sure not to bump it out of range. I think he'll be okay playing the 9-ball here, and he is, and he will be. He's just got to clean up. He can take the lead here. Having a look at the angle on the 14 ball. Gonna have to shoot that up table at some point. Thought about doing it right then. Says, no, I don't really have the angle for it. Let's try again in a minute. A long stretch. Makes the ball. Got a good angle on that bottom stripe on the rail.
Could just be a little bit awkward to get out from here. It looks easier than I think it actually is.
I was going to ask you, do you like playing the 14 here, or do you play the 12 first?
I think I don't want to be getting onto the 8-ball from the 12 would be the way I'm thinking here.
Absolutely.
So you've got to get it out of the way, but you're not guaranteed to get a good angle here on the 14.
This is going to have to be a well-placed shot. Don't want to overdraw it. Oh, he hit it great. He hit it great. He's going to set himself up perfect. And Corey, after coming off that big mistake by Shane, probably felt good about that rack, and then a horrible scratch on the break. Shane Thompson looking to go up 2-1 against the Prince of Pool, Corey Deuel, right here. This is the Louisiana Shootout Ultimate Pool USA. The crowd was into it. They were excited, and it was definitely a fun one to watch. Just absolutely heartbreaking for Christoph on that scratch on the break, but Tyler made it. He played it well. He played it very well.
Yeah, there is a lot of people in. They're sort of mixing mini tournaments and enjoying a little bit of the TV table as well, getting themselves ready for the Louisiana Open tomorrow. Shane's in with another opportunity though. Good break and a really good chance here.
Yeah, a lot of players filing in. There's a lot of local Shreveport and Northwest Louisiana players that are here, maybe some from East Texas. I know there's also guys from Houston, San Antonio, Arkansas, really all over the country coming to play this. I actually know Simon Pickering. He's a Canadian player coming all the way down here to play in the first Ultimate Pool USA
fantastic
event. It's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Women's and juniors events as well. I'm super excited for the juniors. It always makes me feel good seeing the younger players participating in an event, because it gives me a lot of hope for the future, especially the future of pool. And Shane here absolutely rocking and rolling here on this rack.
Yeah, worked this out nicely. Guaranteed to leave himself a good angle just to drift down the table for the 2. 8's waiting.
Great shot here. Just got to play the 1 ball, ease up. He's got the 2. He can play the 8 in the left side pocket. This is as easy as it comes right here. Just needs to have a little bit of angle on the 2. He's got it. And Corey's going to be hitting himself over this one. Just a spout of bad luck after that scratch. Still time to get back in it though. And there it is. Shane Thompson 3-1 up on Corey Deuel. Let's see how it works out for him, because that sideball break just was not giving him what he wanted. And that's much better than his original. He does have some issues here. That bunch over there on the right hand side of the table. I think the 9-5, 14-2, kind of in a weird spot here.
Just wondering if the 2 goes down to bottom left, it just clears the path, and then they all kind of have homes and it's easy.
Yeah, and he might even be able to play that to get on it here. 6 ball.
He's on it.
He can still play it.
Yeah, it's not too bad. He can control it. Maybe just that soft bump into the 5. It wasn't a soft bump into the 5, and
he kind of got into that one a little bit more than I expected, and it's going to be a costly error here, because I believe Shane's going to be able to get that 9 ball out if it needs to be removed from that situation. I think he'll be able to do it with the 14. Well, he's got an insurance policy, but that's definitely not what he wanted.
No, needed to slide by. He'll like what he sees from Corey though. Corey's made a couple of bad errors already, and that following on from the match he played earlier on, where in his own admission he made a ton of mistakes. He's just not been at the races today, and okay, you know, there's been an error from Shane in this one, but he's played really well in both matches.
Yeah, and after that situation earlier on with Shane in the side pocket, that miss by Corey is only just going to give him free confidence that maybe he had deflated a little bit from him when that happened. So that miss by Corey is gonna boost Shane's game back up. So he's definitely feeling good. He's just got to clear up this rack. He's got plenty of time. Just past the halfway mark of the match. 15 minutes left.
Really wants to be on the 9 here. That's what he's played for. If he's not on it now, he's got to try and find another route back to it, and it's well guarded.
I think he could throw the 9 in, but I'm not sure how easy it would be. And again, position would be a little tougher also. He's going to try and reposition. And I think he's got a much better lay on it now. But opting to maybe look at the 10 ball.
I think this compromises his position onto the 10 ball, which may well stop him from getting good on the 8. And he might not even be on the 10 as he got the gap.
I think he caught the gap.
Yeah, that's not what he played. He's got a touch fortunate there.
So now here he just really needs to control his cue ball. There's a lot of stuff that he has to dodge. And if he clips anything, it could be bad news for him.
Beautiful shot. Lovely piece of cue in that one.
I'm sure he had deja vu of that cue ball going towards that side pocket, but he's come out well. 4-1. Shane Thompson over Corey Deuel. Race to 6. 13 minutes and 40-ish seconds left. That clock is about to go down, and he needs to strike. He needs to get a rack. And here's an opportunity. Shane with the scratch on the break.
Yeah, both of them straighten off. He's had 2 in the match. One top left, one top right. He's scratching twice on the break. It's not good signs.
And a fairly open table here. I definitely like the stripes, being as the 2's kind of in a weird spot. He's got a pocket for everything. Now it just comes down to the execution. He hit that ball really well. Really well to get on the 12 ball. Just needs to control this ball being tree topped over that 5. It can get a little dicey. And once again, another great shot. Set himself up on the 11. He does still have the 14 down low. It would be wise to take it now, just in terms of clearing one side of the table before you move to the next. But I don't know how easy it is to get shape from the 14 up table to the 15 or the 10. This may be a little tough on him.
I'm surprised he's gone this way. The reason being, I thought he'd go up the other side of the table because he can play the 15 off into the left.
That's kind of what I thought.
Yeah.
A little bit of top left, go around the edge of the table there, send your cue ball across from the bottom right to the top left. And if you don't get the 10, you have the 15 off the 4.
So now he's blocked off the side.
He's going to try and cross this ball. Oh, there's one for the highlight reel. Great shot by Corey. Cross bank into the side. He's got the 8 ball on the side. That's going to be a momentum boost for Corey as he looks to close the gap. 4-2, Shane Thompson leading. But that's a good one for Corey. That's a good rack for Corey. That should make him feel a lot better about the situation. A quick clearance keeps that 15-second shot clock off for just one more rack if he can get it done in 90 seconds.
He hit them well. Cue ball was tracking, but it stopped.
Oh, and this looks pretty. Yeah, this looks beautiful. Can he see the 10 ball in the side? That's the question. It looks like he can. And if he's able to make this ball, yeah, he's off to the races. He's good to go.
The only one that may cause an issue. 11 ball at the top.
I think the nice thing about that is the 6-2 up at the top. There's a pretty wide gap there. So he doesn't have to be perfect getting up to the top of the table to shoot that ball. That's definitely a saving grace there. It just depends on when he wants to do that.
Yeah, do you leave it late? Do you play it last?
If he has the angle now, I can't really tell. But if he has the angle now, I kind of like taking it now, just in case you don't get it. But he has other plans in mind. I think he wanted more on that. I think he wanted to play the 15 into the side and roll up. Gonna have to maybe change his strategy here. Oh, that was good.
Doesn't have much angle to get out, though.
A little bit of work to do here. He's probably going to go rail first here to increase the spin on the cue ball to get around the table. Yeah, great shot there. Rolls up, 15 in the side pocket. He got a little more than he wanted. I think he's going to be okay, but he got a little more than he wanted. It could make this a little trickier.
Still a nice shot, though, just to judge the line. And he's done it again. Beautiful.
And as you saw there, that shot clock came up quick. We're under the 10-minute mark. So we're now moved on to those 15-second shot clocks. And this is, we got a game, Simon. We got a game.
We have. And at 4-1, the way that Corey was going and the way that Shane was going, you didn't feel like we might have, but credit to Corey. He's found something in those last two racks. And
come say hi to these guys. It's really a cool experience to be able to meet these guys and watch them play in this incredible arena. If you're anywhere in the Louisiana, Arkansas, Texas range, even Mississippi, I would hop in a car and come down and check out Ultimate Pool USA's Louisiana Open. It's been a lot of fun, but this is just day one.
Shane will be pleased that he's kept the cue ball on the table. First time in 3 breaks he's managed that.
And he's got a pretty good layout here, just one problem ball. Everything kind of spread to the sides. Oh, and look at that. He got a nice little bump there. Very solid shot. Taking a look at the shot clock as he resets and decides to shoot the 10 ball. And this is going to be a quick clearance.
Yeah, the sort of layout you really like it. 15 seconds a shot. He knew what he had to do first up, got it done, and then it's fly through it really.
And onto the hill, just one shot away. He is going to have to contend with Corey breaking. He got the potential to see one that comes down to the wire here, but as it stands now, Shane Thompson on the hill against Corey Deuel. It's a really, really cool little rack. Ozone Billiards is where you're going to get that pre-order. Corey Deuel again abandoning the second ball break. See if he can get a good pop here.
I feel like he needs to run 3 straight really to win this one.
And quickly.
And quickly, but that 8 ball's gone into a very awkward position.
Yeah, this isn't what he wanted at all. This is going to make it very, very difficult to catch up to Shane. And that shot clock got him. He was not ready for it. It comes quickly. It worked out. He's going to get the shot on the 1 to break out the 4 ball.
Oh, nearly scratched, but he's okay. But he needs a big shot next.
Well, and that definitely made his heart pound, I guarantee you.
That's excellent. Great recovery pot.
And he's got to have a plan for the 6 ball. I don't think he can make it off of the 8. I think the 8 is too thick into the rail.
But if he plays the 7 off the 8, does he not open it up? It might not, because of where
the 15 ball
is.
Being there is tricky as well. And the shot clock got him. I think he was also having trouble bridging over the 15. This is an all ball fouls situation, so must be very careful to not touch that 15 ball.
Shane has his own problems with the 8 ball here, but pleased to be at the table, not because, you know, at least it's got an opportunity to go and win the match right here and now, but also it's running the clock down as well, down to 6 minutes now. But you'd say with 6 minutes he's still going to have to get these, otherwise could end up hill very quickly.
Yeah, that 15 ball is in a really nasty spot. In this situation here, with the amount of time remaining and being 2 games up, is there a play here to try and get into a situation where the 8 ball is blocking everything and you're just trying to control the pace of play? Or
I think that's part of his thinking here. I'm wondering if he's going to try and get this ball up in there as well.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, that's not bad for Shane. It's not what he wanted in any way. He was trying to obviously make it off the side rail, but it's come out okay.
The only problem I see with this is because of where that 7 ball ended up, just like this. If Corey can hold the angle, he would have been able to run into the run into the 13, which opens up the 7. He's going to have to do something a little bit trickier on this next one. That was a great shot.
It's still not opened up, I don't think. It comes round to check. I'm not sure.
He's going to have the opportunity to bust it open here, but you just gotta get the shot afterwards. It's in a very tricky spot.
He must feel it goes.
Or if it doesn't, I mean, it's not advantageous for him, but he could just block the ball. Oh, that was a great shot. I didn't think it could go.
Used it all. Very good shot.
And a quality clearance there by Corey Deuel. Winner of this match will face the inevitable winner of Chris Melling and Darren Appleton. Watch out.
Oh. Now, if the cue ball stays up and it tried its best to, it actually would have been really awkward for Corey, and that would have been about not the worst outcome for Shane, but Shane's now in a case of hoping that he still has something in this match, because Corey's got the time and the opportunity to run this one and then have the break in what would be the decider.
I'm not sure I liked him playing the solids there. I feel like it's easier. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, the 4 ball's in a weird spot. I think I like the stripes there. But his decisions was made. He's got to move that 15 ball to be able to play the 4. He's going to do it right here. A lot of stuff going on. Does he have a shot?
He has a shot. It's not a great one, but he does have a shot.
Well, and this is where Corey's going to be able to show that this is why he was on the top of this game for so very long, dealing with a little bit of a pressure situation here. And it looks like he's come out pretty good.
Yeah, back in really good shape.
Good shot there by Corey. He's going to get right around that 2.5 minute mark. Once he makes this ball, clears the 8 ball.
Yeah, a beautiful clearance, and wow, we're going the distance.
The shootout is inevitable. You're just playing around with the balls until the time runs out because you don't want to make a mistake.
Needs a ball. Needs a ball. It's dry. Shane Thompson's going to get the opportunity with just over 2 minutes left on the clock.
And if you're Shane here, obviously you want to go for the win because your balls are open, but you cannot let that force you into making a mistake to let Corey back to the table.
You have to judge your run. So you're judging your run on the clock as well as the layout. So if you do have a, you've got to make sure you can't be countered.
Opting to take the stripes here and try and open up the 11. He's tied up the 15 ball. This just got very awkward. Guys, keep an eye on that match clock. This one's going to the wire.
Yeah, this is going to be really awkward from here. He's got to make sure he takes it deep enough so he can't be countered. So that worst case scenario is going to end up in a 6-ball shootout.
Simon, I'm stressing out. I'm not even on the table. My palms are sweaty. I mean, this is really coming down to the wire. There's almost 60 seconds, just 60 seconds left in this match. Shane Thompson at the table plays a great shot to get kind of shape on the 9 ball.
I think that was just trying to pot one more ball, and then worst case he's not going to give Corey enough time. Yeah, now he can use 15 on this one, so Corey might get 25 seconds here, might get 30. Corey needs to be ready.
Can this 15 go off the 5? And that's what he was trying, but he's able to block the ball. This is going to a shootout, Simon. I think it has to.
Well, there is just time here for Corey.
He cannot let this cause him to make a mistake. He cannot. Did Shane just make a big error?
9,
No,
seconds.
Corey's not gone quick enough. We are going to go to the 6-ball shootout for the second time today.
2, 1.
And Corey knows it. He's just letting time run out. This is where it gets exciting, Simon. This is where it all is fun. I'm very excited for this case. Or his opponent's just going to walk through it.
Yeah, one thing to note, you can play an object ball as long as the object ball and the cue ball have stopped. Other balls can be moving.
Wow, and Corey's got a pretty good spread here.
He overhit it just a little bit, so the cue ball could be doing quite a bit of movement, but he can still do a good time here.
This is going to be a great time, Simon.
You see how he's got to wait for the cue ball?
Slow that cue ball down. You just want to stop this ball. And here it is.
Oh, he's done well. He's going to set a very competitive time. 27-10 to beat. See how he's got to wait for the cue ball there. And he did it a little bit firmer than I thought he would. It's a similar layout to Corey. Can he stop the cue ball from moving? This is going to be very close.
Oh, wow. This is going to come down to it, guys.
Yeah, this cue ball's got to stop. I think Shane's just got it here, but it's tight. And Shane has got it. Shane Thompson gets over the line. He knocks out Corey Deuel via a 6-ball shootout. Another fascinating match that went all the way, right the way down to the 11th frame. And it is Shane Thompson that gets over the line, and he moves on into the semi-finals.